Hi guys, welcome to Jane Talks. I'm a little off today. The last couple days, I guess I just felt kind of down, and I don't think anything specifically happened to make me feel down. I guess the normal part of life where you're, going about your daily business and you maybe take stock of where you are or wonder what if, all those kind of things. Maybe I'm not sure if all that's contributed to it or not. I went over my finances, and that kind of made me feel blah, I guess, just with the realization of where everything sits right now, and everything that's happened in the past 4 years, and how unfair and unjust it all is, and the bottom line that there's not a thing I can do about it. And I guess I was talking to one of my friends who was feeling a little bit down as well, and she was saying that basically her take on it is she just has to figure out how to let it all go and be happy. And I really admired her thought process in that, because I think in a nutshell that really is what it all boils down to. I think life happens and it is what it is, and we can either get stuck in the rut of the what ifs and how unjust and unfair things are, or we can just try and go forward from where we are and find the happiness each day. And it's funny. This is gonna sound like I'm complaining, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to vent. I wanna bring joy and happiness and all the good things to people. I don't wanna drag them down or weigh them down. But I guess there's a part of me that wants to share this, just so that maybe if you are feeling kind of bummed out, that you're not alone, and it's okay to feel that way. I feel like I've been working really hard on the positivity angle of my life, and it's been really good for me, and it's reminded me of things that really are important, and things that just aren't. And I think focusing on that brings positivity back to you too, especially maybe when you need it most. So I knew that I was feeling just kind of flat, kind of blah, and I knew that there were negative things that I was aware of in my mind. And I think it's important to feel those things and be aware of those times and let them happen as well. They do bring me, I guess, a certain amount of fear, because I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to being negative and experiencing the weight that comes with that. So I'll just tell you some of the events. It's often said by therapists that self-soothing techniques are very important, right? Like, you have to learn, like, what makes you happy, and do those things when you feel down, right? And that makes a lot of sense to a lot of us. And so one thing that always makes me feel kind of feminine and pretty is to paint my nails. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll paint my nails. So I found this really, really pretty coral cover and color, and I spent like an hour, like shaping them and trimming them, and moisturizing my hands, blah blah blah. And I got it all done, got the top coat on, and I washed the dishes the next day, and they already started to peel and chip. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I just spent an hour on my nails and this is how they look? Anyway, and I was looking back at it, I'm kind of amused, because you know, normally I think we'd probably be able to say, well, like, so what? It is what it is, right? Your nail peeled, whatever. But when you're feeling kind of blue or whatever, it just, like, everything kind of compounds on itself, and you start thinking, even my nails aren't right. Anyway, so there was something else that happened too. Oh, I know. So I went for a nice bike ride with some friends of mine, and that was wonderful while it lasted. And I got home, and I felt restless. Like, I didn't want to be home. I wasn't done, and I knew that I had things to do. One of my jobs on my weekend list was to do some weeding in the flower beds. It needs to be done, right? With all the rain, the weeds are high. And So I knew that was on my list. So I told myself, okay, before you sit down with a drink, you need to do some weeding. So off I go. I put my shorts on and my tank top on. I figured I'll get some sun while I'm at it, you know, put some dried stuff in the fire pit to have a fire later, and just, it's gonna be good. So I get out there and I start weeding, and I have these really tall ornamental grasses in my back corner flower bed, and I started to break them off. Like, some of them don't pull out, like they're not, I guess, dried off or whatever at the roots. So I was snapping them off, and I had no idea they would be so sharp. So one of them slit my finger really deeply with this dried stalk of ornamental grass, and I'm thinking, are you kidding me? I mean, even that made me grumpy, right? Anyway, I come in and bandaged it all up. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, when I was on my bike ride, I got stung by a bee. How? I have no idea. But because I had my leather jacket on and the liner, and both were zipped up to my neck, so I have no idea how he got down there. But he got in my bra, and he stung me like 5 or 6 times. I'm like, ah! Anyway. So I'm looking at all these things and I'm thinking, like, you've got to be kidding me, right? Like, I'm trying to do things that I enjoy, and I'm getting smacked in the face even with that. I get stung by a bee on my ride. I get cut by a stupid dried up ornamental grass stalk, you know, and my nails chip. And anyway, I'm not going to give up. And that's, when I was talking to my friend, that's what I told her. I'm not going to give up. I'm just rah. Anyway, so I think that we all have these down times, and I guess I'm hoping that just by admitting that I'm having a downtime, you know, hopefully maybe that'll give me a kick in the butt that I need to just keep going, I guess. And I know that I'm going to. I know that I'm going to keep going. I wish I could shake the feeling blue a little quicker, I guess. 2 days seems like a long time to feel crappy. Anyway, so I hope you guys are all having a great week, and hopefully next week when I record, it's going to be happy and positive and all full of sunshine and rainbows. So have a great week, everybody.